With recent anti-LGBTQ legislation sweeping the country, OutFront Minnesota is asking the public rally behind the LGBTQ community, especially when it comes to policies that affect race, healthcare, and mental health. Reporter Gloria Ngwa has more from a private celebration in Hastings.
As the new executive director of OutFront Minnesota, it's Kat Ron's mission to create safe spaces that weren't always visible growing up.
I want to change that narrative for folks. When I was a kid growing up in Northfield, Minnesota, I didn't see trans folks. There weren't trans leaders.
Kat is a transgender woman who uses they or she pronouns. She focuses on intersectional work needed within LGBTQ communities, specifically racial justice, equity, and healthcare.
We consistently see that LGBTQ people of color, and particularly trans people of color, are seeing the highest rates of poverty, healthcare disparities, mental health issues, rates of suicide, all sorts of critical markers that this community is being marginalized and being harmed.
Especially at risk, youth.
So we know that LGBTQ youth face higher rates of depression, anxiety, and unfortunately suicidal ideation.
The Trevor Project, an organization devoted to suicide prevention among LGBTQ youth, surveyed nearly 30,000 young people and found over half of transgender and non-binary youth seriously considered suicide in the past year. And recent legislation is creating more harm. This year, state capitals saw a record number of bills, 300, that limit the rights of LGBTQ people, half of them targeting transgender people. That's why OutFront Minnesota is working hard to make sure all LGBTQ people have the human rights they deserve.
I think it's a really critical moment, and I think we need leadership on this issue, and if we don't have it, we are going to see some of those gains that we've made over the past couple of decades erode, unfortunately.
Determined to draw a better and brighter future for those who may follow in her footsteps, Kat paves the way to make sure OutFront's progress isn't erased.
Taking my own skills and experiences and translating that story into work that hopefully will make Minnesota and our whole country a better place for LGBTQ people.
For 360 Journalism and Blue Cross, I'm Gloria Ngwa.